Evening folds around me on the pier. Sun sinks slow, swallowed by the water. Your distant laughter rides the tangled wind. I was there, but never in that light. I chased the shadow hiding in your smile. Tried to outrun ghosts that knew your name. I was never the one you stayed for. Every pause in your eyes said everything. I held on, the rope kept loosening. Your past pressed down until we blurred. I was never the one you stayed for. In our dim apartment, I asked you softly, was I ever your first true choice? Silence rose like cold smoke between us. Your eyes held someone I could not be. Something gentle in me finally came undone. Hope unraveled, but anger never came. I was never the one you stayed for. Days turned hazy, conversations fell quiet. I learned to live as your maybe. Smiles you gave me carried someone else. I was never the one you stayed for. Your favorite stories skipped years I never touched. A name dropped lightly still shook my sleep. I kept shrinking, smaller than your memories. Love was kind, just never quite enough. Two almost fitting hearts slipping at the seams. Leaving felt softer than holding on halfway. Rain tapped gentle rhythms on the morning glass. I left the key where our coffee cooled. No slammed doors, just a careful closing. I walked away carrying you like a song. I was never the one you stayed for. I loved you enough to stand beside, but never enough to stand before. Stepping back became my quiet healing. I leave you with a ghost you chose. I was never the one you stayed for. Somewhere alone, I own the part that was mine. Edge of the bed, phone burning soft blue. This room feels wider without you breathing. You sleep so calmly I drown in thinking. I was always chasing someone you weren't naming. Every silence between us holds another stranger. I keep smiling, pretending I don't notice. I learned to love you in the leftover light, where your laughter fades and the memories thin, in the corners untouched by your old ghosts, where my name almost sounds like it belongs. I learned to love you in the leftover light. You laugh too long at words I never sent. Your hand on my face, then it falters. Certain names soften you, mine never quite does. I swallow questions, let the doubt stay nameless. If I speak, will the spell just shatter? So I guard your dream and lose mine. I learned to love you in the leftover light. Scrolling strangers that once held your shoulders. Every photograph proves I came here late. Still I lie still, afraid to move you. I learned to love you in the leftover light. Blanket pulled close, I wrap myself in almost. Peace comes fragile like glass over water. Maybe my quiet carved this distance deeper. Maybe truth would have broken us sooner. I choose gentle regret over honest ruin. I choose staying near over standing equal. Dawn slips in, painting us in half answers. Your heart beats steady, mine learning surrender. No anger left, only incomplete devotion. I accept being second to what came first. I learned to love you in the leftover light. In the spaces your memories couldn't quite hold, where your past grew tired and shadows thin. There I stood, loving what you couldn't return, knowing forever I'll share your heart with echoes. I learned to love you in the leftover light. I breathe once more and let the morning decide. lights hum like a distant movie soundtrack. I sit alone where our story started. Your chair stays empty, but not your memory. My hands shake, tracing circles around cooling coffee. Every laugh around me sounds underwater tonight. I'm here in focus, you're blurred by someone else. I was never the one you wanted most. Still I loved you with both trembling hands. Standing second to a ghost I couldn't question, waiting quietly while your silence chose sides. I was never the one you wanted. We talk at midnight when the city softens. You dodge his name, but not his shadow. In your pauses I hear echoes you protect. Old photos hide where my eyes never wander. My smile slips whenever your screen glows. Suddenly you look away, like I might read the past. I was never the one you wanted most. Still I loved you with both trembling in hands, rewriting chapters you had already underlined, hoping someday you'd stop turning backward. I was never the one you wanted most. Rain on the window answered before you did. You said maybe when I asked who owns you. Complicated fell between us like broken glass. No villain here, just truths we couldn't swallow. My kindness learned how to live half visible. Love stayed standing where your certainty never came. I watched the night confess what you couldn't, lying awake, counting every almost enough. No bitterness, only tenderness that burns slowly, carrying second place like a quiet promise. I was never the one you wanted most, but I became the one who always stayed, holding space for the parts I couldn't touch, loving you without demanding any answer, letting go of first, holding on to truth. I was never the one you wanted most. And somehow in that surrender I find peace. City hum fading in this dim apartment. Your name lights my phone, I stay still. Every message feels like another reckoning. I taste your memories before I read. I'm scared to open what I already know, afraid your heart still answer elsewhere. I loved you fiercely, but I was never enough. Your silence lived inside each whispered promise. I kept chasing shadows you never tried naming. My kindness met your hesitation. Every night I loved you fiercely, but I was never enough. Every time you smile, someone else returned. Your eyes sparked for a ghost I couldn't touch. You said you loved me. The words felt hollow, like space between raindrops, never quite landing. I heard another heartbeat behind your breathing. You held me, still leaning towards someone gone. I loved you fiercely, but I was never enough. You wore me like armor against your own history. I stood as the bridge you never crossed, a stopgap lover waiting for your past. I loved you fiercely, but I was never enough. One night my voice cracked through the quiet. I asked why I was always second. The room froze, you stared through me. Your eyes clouded with unreadable storms. My anger burned clean, no cruelty inside, only resentment for the place you gave me. Now days pass heavy, we barely speak. I replay every glance toward that unsaid name. I wanted you whole, you stayed divided. My heart learned resentment more than forgiveness. I loved you fiercely, but I was never enough. By the rain-streaked glass, truth finally settles. I held a love that never came whole. Your ghost stayed louder than anything I offered. I walk away carrying this quieter anger. I loved you fiercely, but I was never enough. Tonight I answer myself, not your echo. Dim light spills across this empty table tonight. Sunday mornings echo in the low cafe hum. Your chair stays quiet, but your shadow lingers. I taste your name in every bitter sip. I sit with questions I never dared to say, afraid one truth would pull our thread apart. Maybe some hearts are meant to be first. I was the space you filled between memories, smiles that never quite let the past go. Your eyes holding someone I could not reach. Maybe some hearts aren't meant to be first. Every laugh we had trembled at the edges. Your phone would glow and my chest tightened. You said old friends in silence answered louder. I loved you softer than my doubts allowed. I guarded your ghosts like they were mine, too gentle to ask which name you whispered. Maybe some hearts aren't meant to be first. Under streetlights I finally broke the distance. Am I just second choice, my voice shaking? Your careful kindness only drew the line wider. Maybe some hearts aren't meant to be first. He was never cruel, just perfect in your mind. A quiet rival carved from your unfinished story. No villain to blame, just a lingering maybe. Love stood there kind and still not enough. I learned some shadows refuse to be rescued. Letting go can be the softest kind of staying. I stretched out gentle, unraveling without drama. I felt the borders of my own kindness. Folded my hurt like a page well worn. Kept your peace above my need to stay. Maybe some hearts aren't meant to be first. Being your second didn't cheapen what I carried. It made my love fragile, clear on end. A tender glass I finally set down carefully. I'll remember you without reaching anymore. Maybe some hearts aren't meant to be first. I walk away quietly, still wishing you peace.
City hums outside, but this room whispers. Fading light draws shadows across my chest. Your first smile trembled, hiding someone unnamed. Even then I felt your distance breathing. Every silence between us carried his outline. I held my questions like they might shatter. I loved you quietly, knowing I was never first. Your laughter chased memories I could never follow. Your eyes kept drifting where I couldn't reach. My tenderness turned into chains around my heart. I loved you quietly, knowing I was never first. Nights, I traced the shape of your absence. Your body near, your thoughts somewhere before me. I I tried patience, it became my gentle prison. Hope stayed cautious, never daring to bloom. I gripped your hand like it could anchor us. Asked about him, afraid of any answer. I loved you quietly, knowing I was never first. Your silence rang louder than any confession. Some memories you said were too heavy. I saw you love me with divided heart. I loved you quietly, knowing I was never first. Days blurred, but the weight never loosened. I learned your hesitations better than your words. My sadness stayed soft, never made demands. Loving you meant standing inside another shadow. I forgave myself for hurting without blame. Accepted our story might never feel finished. Now the room is full of gentle ghosts. Your touch remains, his echo beside it. Love sits here, tender and incomplete breathing. I keep what was possible, release what wasn't. I loved you quietly, knowing I was never first. Not about winning, not about losing. Just holding the pieces we were given. Carrying warmth in the cold of his memory. Learning that incomplete love can still be true. I loved you quietly, knowing I was never first. And in that quiet, I finally accept us.
Streetlights blur as the daylight finally surrenders. I sit alone on this tired park bench. Traffic hums slow like my uneasy heartbeat. Your blue-lit smile keeps replaying in my head. I loved you quiet, afraid to break anything. Afraid the truth would finally break me. I was never the first name on your heart. I felt like a shadow behind your laughter, listening for ghosts in your midnight whispers, holding you close, yet never holding you whole. I was never the first name on your heart. When we met, I thought time might save us. Thought my patience could soften those unseen scars. But your past grew sharper than my best smile. Old photos, late calls,
I never opened. My kindness built walls I hid behind, a quiet fortress that doubled as prison. I was never the first name on your heart. I traced your silence, read between each breath. Every careful word felt like a farewell winter in your eyes. Though your voice was warm, I was never the first name on your heart. You spoke so softly, like stepping around broken glass. No villain here, just a love outnumbered. No accusation, only this shared aching mercy. I looked away, swallowed everything I'd never asked, knowing your heart still answered another language, a name I felt but never learned to say. So I rise from this bench, leave you gently. Let the night keep what daylight couldn't hide. I will carry us as a secret wound, beautiful broken, never given room to heal. I was never the first name on your heart. Now I see it clear without pretending. Loving you meant loving what I could not touch. Staying longer still never made me yours. I walk away, but the truth walks beside. I was never the first name on your heart, and I let that be enough to leave. Same corner table, 3 years still breathing. Dim coffee shop light softens every empty chair. I watch the door, counting strangers as excuses. Your name sits heavy, unsent, behind my teeth. I practice truth without blame, without begging. Now every heartbeat sounds like a quiet question. I stayed loving you even as I disappeared. You spoke in pauses where his shadow waited. Your eyes went distant, somewhere I could not follow. I heard my own hope folding in on itself. I stayed loving you even as I disappeared. You once said softly, there was someone before. I never asked, I just learned that silence, a guest in your life, never the headline. Your stories bloomed around me, never through me. My smile held steady while my future trembled. I wore second place like a borrowed jacket. I stayed loving you even as I disappeared. You spoke of meeting him, unfinished conversation returning. Each word you chose stepped further from us. I felt myself fading from your tomorrow. I stayed loving you, even as I disappeared. I traced the table grain, searching for answers. No anger rose, only a fragile tightening ache. Love was not enough to close this chapter. You reached for my hand, apology without language. I squeezed back, not with hope, with understanding. Some hearts never leave the rooms they started. I stood paid, walked out into unpromising night. Streetlights hum softly, witnesses to unfinished stories. The door closed gently, not a slam aside. I carried the lesson, not the future. I stayed loving you, even as I disappeared. Acceptance isn't peace, but it stops the pleading. Letting go quietly still breaks the same bones. I can't be first in a haunted heart. I leave your past with you, keep myself instead. I stayed loving you, even as I disappeared. I begin again. Sunday hum outside my small apartment walls. Your picture waits, your eyes already drifting. That half-turned gaze, chasing some old echo. I trace the edge, but never your heart. I breathe around the name you never mentioned. Afraid one question might set you free. I'm learning to live with being almost enough. Your memory's louder than my quiet devotion. Every smile you give still leans toward yesterday. I hold your hand, you hold a shadow. I'm learning to live with being almost enough. Sleepless nights count the spaces in our sentences. Your delayed reply stitch stories I never challenge. Silence grows tall between our gentle phrases. I stay soft, hoping softness might anchor you. I say I'm fine, you never really look. My calm voice hides an unraveling shoreline. my quiet devotion. Candlelight flickers, you speak of someone nameless. Tenderness cracks your voice on every fragment. I'm learning to live with being almost enough. Rain on the glass, your eyes somewhere distant. You're talking fragments, but I hear a lifetime. I nod and murmur, I understand, it's okay. Inside some fragile thread finally strains and loosens. Was my kindness shelter or a gentle surrender? I hold my questions like storms that never break. Dawn creeps in, the city hums indifferent. Your sleep still turned toward a world before me. I say we're truths that no apology touches. Some love stays shadows, never stepping into daylight. I'm learning to live with being almost enough. Not first, not forever, but honestly giving. Your past still sings beneath everything we were. My quiet love stands where your echoes gather. I walk away, holding what I offered you. I'm learning to live with being almost enough. I loved you like a secret song, softly. Rain crawls down the cafe window tonight. I sit where we started, holding quiet air. Your life once lived here, fearless and bright. Now it's only echoes I pretend to hear. I trace your shadow in the empty chair, knowing I was never the only name there. I was loving you beside your ghost. Every gentle word shared half a heartbeat. Your eyes somewhere I could never reach. I held your hand, you held a memory. I was loving you beside your ghost. Your phone would buzz, you'd drift from the room. Your voice would fade mid-sentence somewhere before me. I kept the happy pieces like fragile glass. They cut my hands each time I believed. I swallowed questions, scared of what they'd show. Afraid your past was somewhere I could not go. Oh, I was loving you beside your ghost. Every gentle word shared half a heartbeat. Your eyes somewhere I could never reach. I held your hand, you held a memory. I was loving you beside your ghost. One night I found letters folded away, Yellowed pages holding the shape of you, his name bending softly through every line. I placed them back, breathing careful and slow. No anger, only distance. I finally saw love cannot untie what time already chose. Days turn to whispers, every word careful. Silence settled kindly between our breaths. I stayed not to win, just to understand. Some stories end without anyone to blame. I was loving you beside your ghost. Now I see the grace inside that ache. You love me truly, just not completely. I learned to loosen what I couldn't hold, to bless the part of you I never owned. I was loving you beside your ghost. Keeps falling, and I'll let you go. Faded bench outside that old cafe door. Late sun stretching shadows across my hands. Loose thread on my sleeve, catching the light, like the edges of us slowly wearing thin. Your laughter used to fill every quiet space. Now it echoes, but never really lands. I loved you even when I knew something in your eyes stayed far away. Like a past I reach for, never touching. I waited softly, second to your ghost. I loved you even when I knew. Countless afternoons I tried to be enough, listening close, never asking for return. Every smile you gave held that hesitation, like someone else was sitting in my chair. Your phone would glow, your gaze would disappear. I swallowed questions, afraid of breaking you. I loved you even when I knew there was a name you never said aloud. A quiet presence breathing between our words. I stayed there anyway, holding my breath. I loved you even when I knew. Under a blue sky, I watched you leaving. No slammed doors, just footsteps
goodbye felt like threads gently coming undone. Winter settled in the space you left. Some stories fade without anyone to blame. Only truth remains, we could not change. Now days pass, I walk beside your shadow, tracing my own scars, not your history. Morning light forgives what nights remembered. I'm learning tenderness can face itself. I loved you even when I knew I could not outrun what haunted you. Love was never meant to save your past. It taught me how to stand here whole. I'm finally choosing first place in my heart. I loved you even when I knew, and in that knowing, I let you go. Rooftop night, city flickers under my feet. Thumb on a faded photograph, corners frayed. Her smile there shining for someone before me. I breathe in doubt, like smoke I cannot see. Every light below feels like another memory. I never learned how to fight a ghost. I am learning how to love as second, holding space where your first love lingers. You keep chasing footsteps I can't replace. My name dissolves when his shadow answers. I am learning how to love as second. In every pause his name hides in your voice. Your eyes drift off, chasing colors I can't reach. I ask soft questions, never touch the wound. Your silence grows loud, louder than my heart. I stand beside you, still outside some doorway, afraid to knock, afraid you'll call his name. I am learning how to love as second, tracing margins where our story should begin. You stare past me towards some burning horizon. I hold you close, your distance holds you closer. I am learning how to love as second. Some hearts keep rooms no new love enters. I walk those halls, hands open, uninvited. Kindness brought me near, history kept me out. I swallow questions, let the answers stay unspoken.
Maybe grace is leaving without demanding first place. Maybe tenderness survives by loosening its hands under streaks of orange and violet sky. I almost say I'd stay through every ghost, but truth arrives quiet as a breaking breath. I cannot outrun footsteps carved before me. I am learning how to love as second, not in anger, just a softer understanding. You won't tell our story first, and that's okay. I pray someday your ghost finally sleep. I'll carry this ache like a gentle farewell. I am learning how to love as second. The city hums, and I'll let you go.
Evening bleeds out behind the tiled rooftops. I rock this porch swing, counting stretching shadows. Jasmine on the air, your ghost beside me. Your eyes always drifted past toward unfinished stories. I never asked whose name you were breathing. I just guarded silence like it made us real. I loved you enough to stay anyway, reading every pause like a secret invitation, holding half a heart, calling it forever, smiling through the ache I wouldn't mention. I loved you enough to stay anyway. Found that hidden photograph, time blurring her face. No caption, just the history I couldn't enter. You laughed and drifted off somewhere I couldn't follow. I learned your empty spaces like a language. Still I never reached for what you withheld, afraid the truth would finally give me answers. I loved you enough to stay anyway, waiting in the doorway of your memory, hoping one small line would include me, taking every almost as a quiet promise. I loved you enough to stay anyway. And you said eyes shaking, you weren't over her. The words hung fragile, beautiful, breaking everything softly. My hands clenched, my voice disappeared into the ceiling. I wanted to say love carries every ghost. Instead I walked out, floorboard swallowing my footsteps. Under cooling stars I felt our story stop. Dawn seeped in, laying calm across my chest. Not every love arrives first or alone. I'll keep the fragments that were really mine. Let your shadow dance without calling it home.
stay anyway. Enough to leave room for the past you carry. Enough to step back from your history. Enough to forgive the space between us. Enough to love you without standing beside you. I loved you enough to stay anyway. I'll walk away gently, still holding what was ours.
City hums through these tired paper walls tonight. I sit alone where our laughter used to live, staring down that door you start walking through. Your silence hangs heavier than anything you said. Every pause between your words built distance. I feel you drift somewhere I can't follow. I stayed when you needed someone else more. You spoke of ghosts still living in your eyes. Every memory of it pushed me further out. I held my breath, hoping you would turn. I stayed when you needed someone else more. Your answers come late, trimmed down, automatic. Each message feels like talking through cold glass. I scroll our history, searching for my mistakes. Did my quiet kindness make it easy to leave? The questions circle, but nothing breaks the stalemate. Hope flickers low, a tired, shivering flame. I stayed when you needed someone else more. You drifted back to nights I never knew. Your whispered stories felt like freezing rain. I shut down pieces, trying not to drown. I stayed when you needed someone else more. Said his name, and something in me dimmed. Not rage, just a switch flipping to off. I finally saw the gulf between our hearts. Love turned from fire to a quiet ember. Acceptance came not from wisdom, just exhaustion. I stopped begging fate to rewrite your past. Days blur by like scenes behind clear glass. I move through rooms untouched by their weight. I pack our moments like fragile fading souvenirs. No farewell spoken, the ending already chose us. I stayed when you needed someone else more. I learned love means stepping back, not winning. Your heart was never mine to outshine. I breathe the emptiness you left behind. Letting silence hold what words could not. I stayed when you needed someone else more. I watch the hollow street and let it be. Cold bench by the river, evening breathing slow. City lights tremble on water, almost like hope. Couples drift past with fingers locked. Moving on, I sit alone, asking where my heart misread. You were near, but always half a world away. Your shadow loved me more than you ever did. I loved you enough to stay, not enough. Your silence carried name I never learned. Every smile from you had someone behind it. I held a future borrowed from your past. I loved you enough to stay, not enough. I replay your pauses, those half-finished confessions, questions hung between us. You just looked down, my kindness built a bridge over your canyon. Every step forward shook, live unspoken memories. I shrank from truth, afraid to hear his name, afraid I was comfort, never the choice. I loved you enough to stay, not enough. Old stories flickered behind your careful eyes. Felt like a chapter, never the book. You turned my heart into waiting room air. I loved you enough to stay, not enough. Then I found your notebook, edges worn thin, dates and faces stared back. Lives without me. My chest tightened, not in rage, just knowing I saw your past sitting quietly between us. You met my gaze with gentle, apologetic silence. I understood love can't evict ghosts you cherish. So I answered with nothing, letting silence widen. Hope unravels slowly, thread by gentle thread. I wrap my quiet sorrow around my leaving. Walked from the river as the skyline brightened. I loved you enough to stay, not enough. Don't touch the water but not my ache. Love slipped through fingers, soft and unfinished. I leave your heart to the ones before me. I carry this lesson tender and imperfect. loved you enough to stay. Not enough. And somehow that truth is heavy yet bearable.